She showed her whole place, and the person who went after her literally posted her whole house with the filter flipping it back and forth. And then she says she's in danger and doesn't feel safe. Well, now you know exactly how I feel when you put me in danger and then try to play victim as if what goes around comes around. You got to you from your past, doxing you. Oh, confirmed I did? People knew where I lived. I didn't dox her. People knew where I lived. They know where she works. Use your common sense. She's filming in an area that people can see the background of things and know where she's at. People look at backgrounds of things. Hello? She literally didn't have to make that video about me. Then she comes on the app saying she doesn't feel safe because someone from her past is coming after her. Mind you, that's her fault.
And the people that were going after her were telling her she should have never did what she did to us. That's why. And people want to say, oh, people don't care about you. But they were. They got mad because she did what she did to us.
Why do we always bring up Squid? That's just my question. So you can go run and tell her that I was talking about her. Is that why? Because I can always go to the comments if she ever goes live and see that you say I was talking about her. You don't think I can see that stuff? Like, you literally love to keep drama where it isn't. Like, let's be for real. I didn't dox anybody. She can go tell the courts all she wants to. It is literally documented. It is documented in a court case that I went to for a restraining order for somebody. The police advised me to get a restraining order against because this person in real life is still stalking my family and still leaving me nasty messages, which if they continue, I will go back to court and file a restraining order on you again.
And this time I'll be there and make sure she goes to jail or whatever, because I'm a mother.
I'm sick and tired. I told the judge under oath I didn't lie, and I said she doxed my family. Not only did I tell the judge, my brother told the judge that she doxed us, put us in danger, and then it's documented that I was already doxed at that place. So if Squid tries to lie and say I doxed her and calls the police and tries to take me to court, it ain't gonna hold because there's actual proof with a lawyer. Thank you for subscribing. There's actual proof, not with a lawyer, with the judge that says it's documented the very same address, because I had to put my address down when I filed a restraining order. I was advised to by police to also file a restraining order. That is documented. People knew where I live.
No, what happened was somebody sent me a message and said, look, she's doxing you guys right now. And it showed her saying, there he is. I have that. And then a picture of his car he had at that time. People were asking her, was she outside? And she said, yeah, I'm right outside. And then they said, prove it. And she took a picture of his car.
Yeah, actually, I showed that to the police too. And we're not talking about Squid. We're talking about someone else.
And somebody sent it to me.
So there's multiple proof that she proved she was doxing us. And it's literally proved that people now know where Squid works, because Squid was the one who went out there who literally made that video that didn't have to make that video. And she made that video because she thought she was going to get money, as she flopped. Her views have drastically went down. She hasn't had a video that hit 1 million views in a long time. Mind you, none of my videos that are going viral are because of Squid. There's only a few. The rest of the videos that have 700,000 views, a lot of them have nothing to do with Squid. Over 100,000 views. She only had one video hit 1.7 million, only because people didn't want to have to deal with the election. People they wanted to escape. They wanted to escape. This election affects everybody's life, but you would rather care about a homeless person in a car and a housemaid that doesn't know how to clean rooms correctly, drama, than you would your own life that's about to be affected, your own health care that's about to be affected. How you're not going to be able to afford gas prices, but you're so invested saying, wow, thank you for this. This really took our mind off of the election. Like, it is, I'm not even gonna go there with that one. It's so stupid. That's why Trump's in office, because none of y'all care. None of y'all cared about who was going to get into office. You didn't want to see a black woman. I tell the office that I had to go back and clean it. I'm just going to make these videos and lie on my coworkers and say they're the ones that are watching people's shit on the sidewalk, even though I know that's not true. They didn't use the restroom on the sidewalk, but I wanted to make up fairy tale stories.
It must be real nice for the maid to claim that she's cleaning the rooms when all she's doing is making videos.
Let me throw ice on the sidewalk so someone could slip and be like, tee hee hee. Let me film at my job without even checking to see do you guys not check their internet policies? That's just my question. Do you guys not check the policies, their policies of whether or not you're allowed to film on your job? You know you could get fired for that? Like, it is so crazy to me that literally the sidewalk, everyone said squid sauce. Now all of a sudden she changed her story and said her coworker sauce. So now why are people still going with that story knowing that she lied? You literally all sat here trying to tell us that squid sauce and that squid literally in the restroom on the sidewalk, but then all of a sudden tried to lie on her coworkers and say, oh, I didn't see them, my coworkers did. And I know her coworkers, one of the housekeepers doesn't like us. There's another housekeeper that was being rude. Two of them literally wouldn't even say anything on social media because one of them doesn't even know that I have social media. The other one does, and she's not rude. And for her to say that lady was not trying to be rude to them, she was lying to them. Like, she was just trying to be nice to them. First of all, you need to quit lying before your coworkers turn around and you're gonna lose your job, because they ain't gonna lose their job. Why are you bringing them into your social media beef? Why you don't even, like, they don't even know you're talking about them online, to people that harass people, to people that find out where they work. You're jeopardizing their job to save your job when they're gonna turn against you and you're gonna lose your job. I would suggest you leave people out of it. That's why I don't mention names. That's why I never mentioned names. That's why I never said anything about the person who was nice to us in the office. That's why I literally said I'm not going to, what was it? That I'm literally not going to mention, or because they wanted me to help them get followers, and I said I can't do that because people get harassed. You literally lied and then had the nerve to tell people that you didn't see us, your coworkers did. Okay, but you said you saw us. You lied and then tried to change your story. Now, what is it? And first of all, if your coworker saw us, then you're literally, you just jeopardized their job by saying your coworkers are not doing their job. They're watching people outside. You just literally said how that place is being run. You're literally just telling people that they're not doing their You're telling your employer, hey, these coworkers ain't doing their, like, what? Why would you throw someone under the bus to save your job? Because someone brought it up and literally said something about me doxing squid, and I got frustrated because I'm sick and tired of them saying I dox squid or stuff like that. Brings me jail time. And people should know when they insert themselves in things they should have never inserted themselves in, consequences for their actions. But yet, they don't have to hold themselves accountable for anything they did.
She put herself in a position to get herself fired.
And somehow it's my fault. Even though lots of people already told me I have a court case, including people that we have talked to, you know, that lives here. People that we're friends with that have said, you guys have a case. You need to get a lawyer and sue. I have lots of witnesses. Even the lady that worked there before, there's proof Because the lady that worked there before knows we didn't damage that room with the damages she tried to say. The hole in the wall was already there. The bathroom torn up, the door torn up in the bathroom was already like that. The lights coming off the hinges were already like that. We didn't do that. And the lady in the office knows because she entered our room to help us when we were trying to unload our groceries because they delivered to the wrong room. So they let us borrow the laundry cart to carry all of our stuff down the elevator to our room. And she saw our room and she was shaking her head because she couldn't believe we got this room. But it was the only room they had left, the last room. And when we got in there, it smelled of smoke. And she even told us to air out the room. So I have a witness that used to work there that there's proof that we didn't damage the room.
And the top of the stove was, they didn't. No, thank you.
The stove that she tried to show was dirty was not from us. It was already dirty. When we got the stove, it was, I don't know, somehow it was working, but it wasn't.
The stove was clean. What she showed was those silver things that get black when you cook. You can't help that and you can't scrape it.
No, it was dirty when we got the stove. It wasn't clean.
Yeah, but I cleaned it, remember. I always kept it clean so we could cook.
Yeah, but still, there was still stuff from the last people.
She was showing
She showed the hole in the wall.
Yeah, by the stove where it's burnt.
She showed, what else did she show? She showed the floor
that had a hole.
which that was already there. The lights that were falling off on top over the beds, that was already broken.
We were afraid to turn those on.
We literally walked into smoke. Our room smelled of smoke. Whoever was there had just got thrown out. When we got in there, we went to heat up stuff in the microwave and there was food in our microwave. They left food in the microwave. There was like big pieces of crumbs. Didn't wipe it down. Mind you, our room was dirty. It was not clean. The carpets were dirty. The whole beds were dirty. The undercovers, like, you know, the covers to the mattresses were black marks on it. Black spots on the bed that I had to sleep on was dirty. It was dirty.
The only reason we said
from the last people.
A clean bed is because we had the bed sheets.
Yeah, but my bed, when I uncovered the sheets, I saw it was brown, black marks from the last people because it was dirty. And I took pictures. I literally took pictures of everything. So if they try to say that we damaged it, I have proof that we didn't damage it. And even the lady that used to work in the office, that's enough proof because she knows we didn't damage that.
And besides that, if people want to see what the place is like, go to the comments. Everybody's saying the same thing we said.
The reviews. There's one person that said exactly the same exact thing that happened to them happened to us. They got a dirty room that smelled of smoke. That they tried to take their money, steal their money. One person got a room that was dirty. They tried to request a refund. They got half of their money back.